Okay, so what we're going to do before we get into Unit 7 is actually go through some words that are going to crop up that we're going to expect you to know. Now, some of these you know and some of them you don't. So what you have here is a 3-page list of different words and their definitions. And what I want you to do is you also have a group of pictures, and I want you to match the picture with the word. The example problem we'll fill out as we go. So what I want you to be able to do is just take the pictures, cut them out, and place them on in the book. And if at this point you don't want to cut them and stuff, I'm not sure what kind of equipment you have, that's no big deal. So you have a large number of pictures, like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And you're just trying to figure it out. Now, mine have color, which is really helpful. But so if you see and you're staring at a picture and you're going, well, why is this part a little thicker? Look from the dot to the dot. That's kind of what we're talking about there. What's happening. So you got these things. Now there isn't a lot of color that you're missing out on. Like that one doesn't have any color. Only about 3 of them do. But just that's what you're trying to do is match them up. So go ahead and do that. It should take you 10-15 minutes. Work with each other, try to do some matching. Pause the video while you do it, and then I'll be telling you the answers in just a second. But make sure you pause the video, take the time to do the matching, then come back to the video and see what you got. All right, thanks. So at this point, you should have paused the video and finished doing all the matching. So let's go ahead and go through the answers. So first of all, we have a circle. And honestly, any of these would work. So we picked the one that just has nothing else going on in the picture. So we've got our circle. It should go here in our picture. We want to make sure we understand its definition. The definition of a circle is a set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from the fixed point called the center. That's this black dot here in the middle. And that's all this is. Next, we have concentric circles. And you might remember learning about these last year in Math 1. Concentric circles are 2 circles that share the same center. Um, you know, it looks like a donut. So that's kind of the idea with concentric circles. A chord, notice this is important because a chord is one that's easy to get mixed up. A chord is a line segment, not a line. Therefore, notice there's no arrows. So the endpoints lie on a circle. A diameter, which is later, is also a chord. It's just a very special kind of chord. So this is a chord. We can have all sorts of other chords. I'm going to draw a couple in here. Other chords, that's a chord, that's a chord. It's maybe not that last one. They should not extend past the circle. So that's the idea with chords, no big deal. Then we have a secant. Now this is different from a chord because it's a line, not a line segment. So notice the arrows on the ends, and it intersects at exactly 2 points. Now, it is impossible for a line to intersect a circle at 3 points. So 2 points or 1 point is pretty much it. So this is a secant line. This is a tangent line, and how it is different from a secant line is that it only touches it at 1 point, not 2. So it's a line, not a chord. That's pretty much all that's going on there. Then we have a diameter, which is a chord that passes directly through the center. Now you've known the word diameter for ages, and you probably had the easiest time matching this one. But you might have gotten confused with chord because it is a chord as well. Then we have a radius. A radius is the line that goes from the end to from the center to the end. There's lots of radiuses. All the radiuses are congruent. All that good stuff. Radius, no big deal. Then we have an arc. Notice it's a portion of a circle. So it's the edge of the circle though. So arc is part of a circumference. So it's a little bit tricky that way. Then we have the central angle. And notice it's in the center of the circle. So that's what we got here. That's this one. The inscribed angle, and how this one is different, is this angle is on the circle. And there are several different kinds. This is formed by 2 chords. It can be formed by 2 secant lines or a secant line and a tangent line. Notice I did not use lines because chords are just secant lines that end. So they're very similar. So I could have said 2 secant lines. And when I say a tangent line and a chord, I could have something going like, not like that, but I could have a line going like this. This could be an inscribed angle. It just means it's on the circle. Okay. Then we have the intercepted arc. And notice Here we have two secant lines. The intercepted arc is the arc where the two lines come across. This could be considered an intercepted arc over here, and so can this. But we're just talking about there. You could have used this picture for your inscribed angle. And then that's it. So those are our vocabulary words. I hope this was helpful. It's just, we're going to get into more of what they are a little later. See you in the next video.